Okay, Hi guys, I'm back. I had to reshoot due to redo this whole entire, well, not whole entire thing, but I had to literally. I thought my phone was about to die, but yeah. So I'm inside of this place, right? This house, and I'm sitting here like this man's little corner, and I don't know where to go, where to run. I have no friends. I'm like, man, look at this shit. Look at this shit here. Look at what I'm in. I'm in a bad situation, right? That's what I was thinking, right? So learning how to escape when you're in a bad situation is very important, especially a rape situation as a woman. You don't want to run your mouth and you can't run your hands. You ain't got no gun, you ain't got no weapons, you ain't got nothing to defend yourself, but you quick to run your mouth. You don't want to be that person. You got to think about your life. You got to if you don't talk to like don't talk too much and try to think of how to get out of the situation, you are more likely to get out alive than to run your mouth and just be like, you got to understand the beast that's in front of you, or the person that's in front of you, because the human beings are the most dangerous beast people. They're beasts as well in the world, right? So you got to understand the kind of person that you're standing with. You got to remember the kind of person you're around. This person got a quick temper. This person is not very smart. They're not going to try to talk to you, or they're not, you know what I mean? Or what kind of person you're with. Just get to know that person. If they're not the kind of person that knows how to control their hands or their emotions, don't be quick to run your mouth before you can run faster than you can run your feet and your hands. All right. So you guys really got to think about this. So I'm sitting in there and I'm like, man, what's going on? I know God was on my side in this, but I didn't really know where God was, or anybody, or Jesus, or whatever. But I know that I could hear angels speak to me, or spiritual beings, but I just couldn't tell if they were real, if it was my intuition, right? So then all of a sudden, this man is like, keep telling me, come on, try this with me, try this, just a little bit, just a little bit. I was like, all right, all right. I drink some beer. I drank some beer. He gave me some of his stuff with smoke. At this point, I'm high. Did it feel good? A little bit, yeah. It felt better because I was feeling a little edgy from the cook the night before, or the partying the night before, sorry. From the partying the night before. And I'm like, okay, man, this is making me feel better. Once that's all they want to do. He just wants to give it to you so you can feel good, so you can be hooked and keep going to him, right? It didn't work on me. I didn't get hooked, but it fucked me up. I took too much, yeah. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, if I'm like on his wing, right? I'm like, I'm high now. I'm like, So we're talking, and I start telling him all my story, my life story about my mother, the things I've been through, the hell I've been through. He starts telling me the hell he's been through. We're like regular human beings talking, right? It seems like a cool situation, but it's not a cool situation. Anytime somebody forces you to, or tries to persuade you to do their drugs with them, is never a good situation. It has to be something that comes from your own decision, and it feels like a force when you put somebody in a corner. It is a force. It's like psychologically. They put you in a corner. There's a man outside, and there's a man in here. You don't know who he is. Your ex-boyfriend tells you he got a gun. He's trying to kill him. So what you think he's trying to do with you? You think he just brought you here to braid your hair so you could braid his hair? I'm so sorry to me, because that's what I thought. I didn't think he was going to do any of those things or be that way. Maybe, okay, I'm a woman. Maybe I thought maybe, no. In my head, I didn't know. Because they're not all like that. Not all black people are the same, or not all white people are the same, or not all Spanish people are the same. Not all dealers are the same. Not all pimps or whatever, or whores are the same. Everybody's different. So the one person may do this while the other doesn't. So I don't discriminate. But what I'm saying is that I go in this place I feel like I have no choice because all I could think is this man could have a gun. He's gonna try to kill me. If I say Tyler's name, he said, why you keep saying Tyler's name? Why can you stop saying his name? I said, all right. Every time I don't know if it was him who said it, it's like every time you say his name, you're gonna have to take off some. Let's play a game. Yeah, it was his idea. He said, let's play a game. Every time you say his name, you're gonna have to take something off. My dumb ass kept saying Tyler because I was just so sprung off of Tyler. I didn't know, we never even had sex. And I was just so madly in love with him that I was just like, Tyler, trying to do a ritual so he can come through. And I was high. And I didn't want to like feel like a cheater. I didn't want to sleep with that guy. I kept making up excuses. I was like, I don't like big penises because most black guys got big dicks. So I was like, I don't like big penises, you know. He was like, I don't have a big penis. I was like, oh God, he's trying to sleep with me, right? I can't run out. There is a man outside on the other side waiting. If I run, he might try to grab me. These motherfuckers is high and they're drug dealers, right? So I'm like, damn, man. He starts showing me who he works for, showing me all his bread, all his money. I'm like, man, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm like, you're not giving it to me. Don't show me your money if you're not gonna give it to me. Like, why you got me in this place anyway? It's a trap. It's a trap house, right? So then he finally gets me where he wants me. I say Tyler's name enough. Next thing you know, I'm taking my clothes off. Next thing you know, I'm laying down and I don't want to sleep with him, but I had no choice because now I'm high and I don't even know what to do. So I just was like, please wear a condom. I didn't want to sleep with him. He knows I didn't want to sleep with him because I told him to stop putting his hands on me. When a woman says don't do, I know like in the black community, they be like, oh, when she said no, she means yeah. No, when she says no, she means no. I know there are some girls that be like, no, stop. No. They don't want you to do, when somebody says, no, stop, sometimes like, you want this. No, it's not, you want this. If a girl want it, she gonna show you that she want that. But if a girl doesn't know what she's doing and she's like, she doesn't know you're trying to get up in her pants and this and that. If she starts telling you stop 1,000 times and you still not stopping, it's a rape situation you're about to be in. You need to read that situation. I knew I was like, it was almost like I heard a voice in my head. I don't even know how, it's like, how you gonna die? How you gonna die? This is a life and death situation you're in right now. You gonna fight your way out of this man's or you gonna get fucked out of this situation? I was like, well, I'm not a virgin, so I might as well just lay down and just give him, and leave. That's all I was. When they give you drugs, your mind is like, you could be strong and try to fight it off, but you gotta be smart too, right? I wasn't too high to be smart. I wasn't stupid, so I was like, the angels were with me, so. We're like, I didn't know they were with me at the time, by the way. So I'm like, all right. I lay down. He's doing this to me. Fucking me. And I'm sitting there like, ew, like, but something inside of me was like, stop saying that. Shut up, just shut up. It was like, God, like, shut up. And I'm like, ooh, pretending, ooh, but ew, like two personalities in me, like, but I couldn't say, ew, get off of me. Like, there was a fight in me, but then there was like some God telling me, like, don't, like, just let him finish, you can go. I wasn't hearing God say that, but it was just a situation, like an instinct, right? Like, oh my God, like, just my body, something is holding me to not fight this man. Because when you fight a rapist, you can make a situation worse. If you know you don't got the hands, you don't got partners, there's nobody out there but you, and he got a partner, what you gonna do? Are you gonna try to fight him and get beat up? I'm not stupid. So I'm like, nah, let's just, let me just fuck my way out of this situation, right? And I rebuke that. If it ever happened, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, that would never happen again to me, or in any situation, whether it's the industry. No, I rebuke it, right? No girl should ever have to go through that. So he does what he does. He goes outside. He's high at this point. He's chilling. He didn't give me, he smoked with me. So it wasn't like he was giving me something different from what he was smoking. It was the same shit. He was smoking it too. He wasn't just, that's what made it seem like, it wasn't so bad. Like, nah, it was bad. That shit was bad. He knows his drugs. Right? So it seemed like he wanted somebody to hang with, but then it seemed like he had evil plans too. I could tell. He's like, you gonna come to my house next time. I pretended. I was like, nah, I'm good. But I was like, we'll see. I needed to leave. I was like, we'll see, maybe. Nah, we're not going to his house. Fuck that. Get out of here. It's all like, I heard this voice say, just go. Time to go. It's done. He does his nut, whatever, and throws his stuff. Thank God he used a condom, right? I leave. I end up in, I'm so fucked up now. I go outside, and there's another woman. She was like an angel too. There was a real woman sitting down. Lord knows she was probably high. But I started talking to her, telling her the story. In his head, he thinks I'm about to meet him tomorrow to go to his house. I left. I never went back. You think I really wanted to sleep with you? Do you think I'm even attracted to you? For you to even think. I braided his hair. I did. I was high. I braided his hair. A couple of days or weeks later, I'm still fucked up from the same high. All of a sudden, I'm so messed up. I'm thinking people are trying to kill me, and I'm in a trap. I'm like, this whole place is fucked up. My head is fucked. Like, So I'm talking to this man. This other Spanish guy comes up to me. Hey, you need some help? He works for the government, like, for like homeless people that need help out there in Vegas or whatever. Helping the government. Oh yeah, if you need help to we got shelters, we got places, right? And he started talking to me and said, I do need some help. I need you to help me. I tell him what happened to me. And I told him to go to a casino. Let's go to this casino. I said, I need you to help me call the ambulance. I need to go to the hospital. Something is wrong with me. I can't be here. I don't feel good. I don't feel safe. This is the drugs. I'm fucked up. I didn't know where to go. I didn't have a plane ticket. I didn't have money. I didn't have anything. I lost my EBT card where my cash was. I said, I need to go to the hospital. It's the only way out of here. They're going to try to follow me. I'm paranoid at this point. They're going to try to follow me. I don't know where to go. Tyler is nowhere to be found. I don't know what to do. The man called the ambulance. They put me on a stretcher. They took me to the hospital. I tell them what happened to me. I got raped. I told the whole story. Everything I'm telling you, I told the cops. They said, they gave me some medicines and they checked me out, make sure I'm clean, make sure everything's good. They gave me some pills or whatever. They said I couldn't spend the night because I wasn't in a bad situation. I was in a bad situation. I didn't know. It wasn't like the worst, but I was like not feeling myself. I wasn't sober. I was fucked up. I was not the normal person that you see now. And so I leave. They finally released me from the hospital. After I spoke to, they took pictures of me and everything, naked and everything, DNA'd my underwear, everything. And also in Miami, they did the same thing, but in Vegas. So I tell the police officers, and the police officers, they were like, oh, well, we can't really file a case. And they said, the ambulance people said they knew Tyler. I was like, wow, you guys know Tyler. Wow. So the guy in the ambulance, the cops, they're like, well, we can't really file a case because you surrendered. And you told us you surrendered. I said, because I had no choice but to surrender. I was literally raped. I had no choice. This man said he had a gun. Do you think I'm going to fight a man with a gun? And I ain't got no gun? I ain't got no weapons. I'm tired. I haven't eaten. I didn't eat. I ate breakfast when he gave me breakfast. But at this point, I'm like, I'm not about to fight if I know I can't fight two men at the same time. Two black guys at that. They're strong. I have no choice. It was rape, right? They said, well, once you say you say it's a go, we can't really file because you allowed him to do it. And so it was fucked up, and they were like, we'll give you some money for reporting a crime. Or nah, I'm good. I don't want that fucking money. Fucking bullshit. I rip that shit up. You think I'm telling you this so I can get fucking paid? You got me like, excuse me. Like, no. I rebuked that shit and tossed that shit. I was pissed because I felt like they didn't hear me. They don't understand. Like, you can't help a woman because a woman is smart enough to get out alive. I'm not about to get shot because I know this person got emotional issues and this person is high too. When you're high off of something, Lord knows who's controlling your body. All sorts of spirits. When you're drunk, you do stupid shit. So somebody got to be smart. And luckily, when I drink, or I'm not really stupid like that. Like I don't know. Anyways, but so all that, ever since that ended, right? I left Vegas. It was done with Tyler, even if it was hard to be over him. So those of you that are going, like, leaving a toxic ex, it is hard. Especially when you're in love with them. It is hard to stay away from them. It is hard to just run and leave. It is not easy. I've been in there. But you can leave. Stay away from that situation. Your life is more important than that man. If that man, especially if that man is not trying to help you. He put you in hell. He's the one abusing you. Tyler wasn't abusing me. Tyler never hit me. Tyler never put his hands on me. But he put me in a situation where he knew it was dangerous because he was. So I just can't be with a person like that. I still care about him. But you got to prove so much. You got to go to therapy. You got to show me your ID. Everything. Like, there is so much you got to do before you even come in my space. Because I don't trust you at this point. The shit that I got, nah. We're good. I'm done. And I better be done. So I prayed to God, and God is the one who helped me stay away because I kept wanting to go back. And I was like, I need to go back. I need him. He's my medicine. I'm in love. I don't know what to do. I'm worried. I rebuked that shit. And by the grace of God, God took that out of me. God took that out of me. Take it out. I don't even feel him like that. Like there is a care as a human being, but and maybe some love tries to sneak in, but it's done. I'm done. I can't even sleep with you. I'm not attracted to you like that anymore. I don't see you like a man like that. You're not my man. I'm sorry that you went through what you're going through. I tried to help you. What did you do for me? You call me a weirdo. He calls me a weirdo. A weirdo that's putting money in your pocket. A weirdo that's getting you off the street. A weirdo, really? And you going with this girl, right? It's fine. And I told him, if you're going to come back with me, I need you to bring me some money. Because when I leave off with some guy, because he wants to just like have dinner or something with me, he's going to pay me for my time. I'm not going to have dinner for free. I could buy my own food. I'm not wasting my time. If you're going to sit at a table with me, you're going to have to pay me for my time because everything that we talk about at that table is money. So where's your money? So I tell Tyler, right? And so it's like I tell Tyler, like, I'm going on these dates with these guys and I'm being a companion. You know what I mean? I'm being a companion towards them. Right. And like, I'm helping them, like, with a date, just a date, have a drink or whatever, or someone to talk to, someone to just have fun with, dance with, have a party with, right? But I'm bringing money to him. I'm giving him some of my money. I'm not giving him all my money because I need it, but I'm giving some of my money, a few dollars, 20s here, 20s there, not that many, but 20s here, 20s there, and food, and my time, my energy. I'm spending all this energy. I'm attracted to you. You're not even trying to sleep with me. It's so embarrassing to be in love with someone that is like not even trying to give themselves to you that way. Why are you here then? You came to me. He came to me. Like, Tyler, this man came to me. What do you want? That's why he came to me. The whole time he was trying to play me. And that's what that drug dealer told me. He said he played you. He played you. And I was like, well, he played himself. Because he just lost a good woman. Somebody that could really be down for him, down with him. Do you know how hard it is to find a woman that's going to take care of you? Or really help you? Because these women nowadays, they don't, I'm not even going to say bitches because I don't feel like women are bitches. They're getting smarter nowadays. You're not a bitch. They're getting smarter nowadays. They're not going to waste their time on you if you're not bringing anything to their table. A woman is money, a dollar. They're more than a dollar. They're more than money, of course. They're a soul. They're beautiful. But if you're a woman, you're not getting any sort of money from anything or anyone, and you're spending all this time with all these people, and there are people that are willing to pay you just to blink at them. I've had girlfriends where they said hi to this Spanish guy. The Spanish guy pulled out $1. He said, "Can you give me a 20? Can you give me a 30, 40? Getting money just to blink, just to wave." So for you to just be broke, and then, you know what I mean? And it's okay. No, sometimes it happens. Drugs, so as a woman, like I'm saying, you got to learn how to get your money. Don't waste your time, especially if you're a young person. It's like when you're young, you can go have friends and stuff, meet your boyfriend in school or whatever. But if you got all this time with these people, you gotta start charging. Time is everything. And when you're young, you're like, you don't have to charge, but that's what I would encourage. If I have a daughter, and which I do have a daughter, I'm like, baby, you got a future to hold. You got bills to pay. You got bills to pay. All they want to have lunch with you. $50. In school. What? For what? For what? You could be doing so much to build your future. You could be studying instead of hanging with that boy. What is he doing for you? Well, he's trying to get you pregnant at 15, and then what? Run off? Because that's what happened to me. My baby daddy ran off. He got what he wanted and he ran off. He gave me a beautiful baby. And I was like, all right, I got my baby. I was mad at him, but I got my baby. And I said, you can't be around my baby. Not with the way you acting. You going in and out of jail. You're not about to run in and out of my daughter's life. I love my child. I don't care. I prayed and asked God to give me my blessing. I didn't know it would be by him, but it was, right? So don't waste your time. Stretch. Go to the gym. I don't care how, ask your parent, go in your room, stretch. Work on your music, work on your lyrics. Don't waste your time, with a bunch of girls or friends that are not going to do anything to build your future. Focus on your future, because where you end up is just as important as where you are right now. All right? So yeah, just to finish up, so that's what happened with him. And so that's when I started hearing voices. I stopped dealing with Tyler, and God started, and then I started doing this scratching. I was scratching this. I wasn't even itching, but I was massaging my body. I started using rocks and stuff to massage my body, and it just felt so good I couldn't stop. I was like, I threw it with a key, locked it. And excuse me. And so I was like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I kept doing, people thought I was weird. I was homeless and everything. I was on the street and everything. I was like, I'm about to just keep working on my body. My body needs, I'm tense. I was carrying around all these bags, building muscles. And now I got tension all over me. And now this fucking, this shit. So the more I kept working on my body, then all of a sudden I started hearing voices. It was the voice of my birth mother. She's busy at work doing whatever it was, but it was her voice I was hearing, and it was just too much. And that's when it all started. That's when the hell started. hell, 4 years straight of hell. And that's when I really started to hear God. That's when I really got introduced to guardian angels. That's when God was introduced himself to me, telling me that was the price I had to pay. There was a price. That was the price I had to pay, and all this and all. And I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, y'all brought me all the way over here for this. Like, I'm sitting here talking to them like a regular person, but I'm over here fighting a battle on my own. I could barely get up. I'm spitting left and right, making weird noises with my mouth. I'm in a shelter, women complaining about me in the shelter. I haven't showered in days because I couldn't shower. I was so messed up. I was afraid I was about to fall, slip and fall, and bust my head in the shower. So I stopped taking the shower. I thought I was going to blow up. I don't know what was going to happen. I felt like I was a bomb, or one that was in me or whatever. I rebuke it. It was some weird stuff going on in my head, right? So I've been recovering, and I tell you guys this story. So when I tell you, because I'm about to file a lawsuit on a lot of these businesses, and I don't want these businesses to think that I'm filing a lawsuit because I'm just trying to make this money. No, this is an important message to you. So if I ever become rich, which I know by the grace of God, if it's God's will, I will. If it's not, it's fine. I'm not trying to like just be rich or anything. I'm trying to be happy, really. I'm trying to be happy. That's my biggest thing. And when you got happiness, there's no way you're going to be poor, because joy is dollars. Your happiness is money. You share that, the universe gives it right back to you. That's what the universe did. If you don't think of it in a negative way, that car accident was like a setup from God, like a universe thing. Because if it was really the enemy, God would have used that car accident to destroy me, but he didn't. He helped me build this so that I can be able to communicate to you. I am not a stupid person. I am not a dumb person. God is using me just like God is using you. Because your voice is very powerful. And the situations that you go through, you don't go through those situations for no reason. These things happen to you so you can speak up and help somebody else, so they don't have to go through that. And God will bless you when you open up and you speak up, so that other people could be warned and be careful, because you do care about people, right? You got to care about people. It's not about your own pockets. It's not about your own mind. It's not about just you. It's about the people around you. When they're more careful, we build a better life. We build a better world, a better universe. We're able to build a better generation. We're able to have healing in the world. People don't have to walk around in fear. People are more cautious, and people can be safe, because you as a person are an important person. I don't care if you're a bum. I don't care if you're Chinese. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you are important and you are beautiful. And when you speak up and use your voice and share your testimony, when you rise from whatever hell you go through and you survive that, you are a survivor, and you will continue to be a survivor. But you don't want to be the kind of person that just rises up but doesn't warn people or help people. You always want to do it from the bottom of your heart, not because you want to get paid. Because money is money. Money will show up eventually. Like I never thought I would even have the see a $25,000 check, but I did, and I hated the way I got it. But I got my hands, I got my legs, and not rubbing it in anybody's face, and I'm blessed. I can breathe, and that's a blessing. And thank you, God, that car and that accident did not destroy me, but it helped me get better. And I'm not saying though y'all out there be reckless driving and be hitting people's cars or you trying to give them a blessing. No, because it might not even work out the way you think it's going to work out. You need to drive carefully. You need to pay attention. Don't be on your cell phone in your car. Like they say, you need to be careful. Talking on the phone while driving and texting and driving. No, be careful. When you're driving, everybody is relying on you on that street to be a responsible driver. Don't drink and drive. There's times where you're put in bad situations, but don't drink and drive. I mean, I've been in a bad situation like that before, where I was like, okay, I have no choice, but don't do it. So, just so you know, I mean, I've had I was with a friend and we drank a little wine, and I wasn't drunk or anything, but I did get behind the wheel, and she let me drive, and we drove, and we got home safe. But we should have never done it. It's better to wait to be sober, completely sober, just in case. We were blessed because we were not drunk, we were tipsy, but don't be tipsy and drive either. I don't know. I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's good. We were just tipsy. We weren't drunk, but still, don't do it. You know, I share this with you just to let you know that I'm not just the kind of person that's irresponsible. I'm a person that's had issues. I'm a person that's tried to recover. I made bad decisions. I'm not perfect. You know, I don't just say, don't do this if I've never really done it before, and I don't want to try it just so I can tell you not to do it. I don't want to be anybody's guinea pig. You know what I mean? But so, you know, if people try to show you, look at her, look at these videos, look at this, that's, you know, that's me, or not me, but that's like, you know, God's way of showing you that these are things that she's going through, because people are trying to twist that and try to turn that around and use it against you, right? So I try to explain myself as much as I can, because I know I highly doubt I'm gonna be poor for the rest of my life. I'm not poor. When you have a rich mind, or you have God on your side, you're not gonna stay on the bottom. It won't allow you to stay on the bottom. Your own wealth won't allow you. Your mind is wealthy. Your heart and your health is wealth. You don't have to rush to be at the top. There's nothing to rush to. Be content with where you at, but work towards your goals and move forward. Try to get rich, but don't try to rush to riches, because as fast as you can go up, you can go down. So, but you know, so I'm telling you guys this because I go to, I'm just like forced to file lawsuits. Make sure that you have a camera, you have evidence of everything that's going on, because you don't want to get rich and all these business owners and rich people start thinking you're just going in there to try to get to start a lawsuit. No, if you don't have signs, when people are going through something, if somebody walks into your business, you don't have a sign that says, like, I've been in Starbucks where they've told, with my coochie cutters on, and this black girl will come up to me and say, you can't be up in here with those shorts. Where does it say I cannot? I've been in Santa Monica before, and I've seen women walking in there with their butt out, see through it. What? And you gonna come up to me and try to play my mother and disrespect me because I got some coochie cutters on at the beach, and they're like, Santa Monica at the beach. This location is beach. That's why she's dressed this way, right? So people start to disrespect you, right? And then this other Spanish girl at Starbucks go and tell me she doesn't want to serve me, and I tell her why. I'm recording her. At this point, she doesn't think I'm recording her. She said, "There's no reason why. Just get out." I reported her. I was going through so much. You know how many lawsuits? I literally had a guy at Domino's. Let me try to finish. I literally have a guy at Domino's pull his penis out, right? He works for Domino's. This is in Houston. It is like I don't know if it was a Spanish guy. So it's hot outside. Of course, I'm wearing my short shorts on. I was homeless at the time, right? He acted like he was trying to give me money, get me paid. Because be careful as a business person as a business owner, who you hire, because you're going to hire them and they're going to act like they care about your business, but they really don't care about your business. They're trying to break you down. They'll do anything to break your business down. How a person that a skilled person, someone with skills, right? There's no better way to break a business down unless you go inside that business and actually know it. Learn the skills, learn this, learn that, everything. Act like you know it, act like you know it all. You get up in there and then you fuck it up from the inside out. So business owners, This is a message from God, because he put me in that situation to show you that he cares about you too. It's not that he doesn't care about you, your business, because you're holding a lot of people. And the people that you hire, not all those people are your friends, of course. You got their social security, but they're skilled. They got skills. They go in there and start harassing your customers. Why would a person build a business, work so hard, just to send somebody to harass their customers so they don't get paid anymore because they're asking to get sued? It doesn't make sense. I used to wonder why rich people gave little when they had so much. Now it makes sense. Because they're saving half of that money for the haters that are ready to sue them. They got to have a little extra money for lawsuits. In case you try to do stupid shit to break their pockets. I'm not saying you who's suing, but I'm saying that even their own people that they hire to work their business are trying to fuck them over. Right? So this guy, this guy, first of all, this guy comes out. I'm minding my own business on the street, right? Trying to take care of my stuff, trying to get better, trying to write, trying to heal, trying to recover. I'm not on the street trying to make friends. I don't go on the street to make friends. If you ain't got no money, me, you're not hanging around. We're not hanging out. Because the stuff that I have is important stuff. I don't care if it's a roach. I rebuke roaches. But I don't care if it's a little disco or a little phone. Because they got information on there. We can't hang around. I say hi and bye. But I'm trying to see who can help me out, get out this situation. To be honest, what are we going to talk about? Us both bums. And nobody, ain't nothing to talk about. What you going to do? Can you show me around? You can show me around, but then we're done. That's it, thanks. But we're not going to be hanging around. Unless you're my boyfriend, we become lovers or whatever. But that shit ain't going to happen if you're not even well. I had boyfriends on the street. I had a boyfriend on the street. This guy, right? This guy named John, right? Older white guy on the street. The reason I made him my boyfriend was because when this other black guy try to beat me up, he stood up for me. He said, I don't give a shit if I die. You're not going to touch her. When I heard him say that, I'm not saying try to kill yourself. I'm saying he defended me with his life. I was a woman vulnerable out there in the street. And this black guy kept giving me some dollars, right? He kept giving me some money. He said, you don't have to, I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, no, you don't have to pay me back. You don't have to do this. Then later on, he went and turned around and I started talking to some other guys, white guys, some other guys. Then he says, how you going to start talking to them now? You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I'm like, I'm not your girlfriend. I told you not to give me no money. You feel me? They say no, but then they know what they're doing. They're trying to give you a few dollars so they can make you their girl or whatever. And then they say you don't gotta pay me nothing. And then when the minute you start flirting, then they start going off. They try to sneak on you like that. Now I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying any guy, anybody, any race, you know. But that's just this particular person that did that. And so that guy, this John, the white guy, right? He was an angel. Lord knows what that man was gonna do to me out there. Beat me up out there for nothing. For what? And there's this other fucking white guy who didn't even stand up. He didn't even flinch to defend me. He was trying to sleep with me with his fucked up teeth. He didn't even, like, I don't judge people because of this. You can change your teeth. It's your soul. Like, when you're a beautiful person, I could fall for you still if you have a beautiful soul and you know, we can clean you up. That's what I did with John. You know how messed up John's shoes were? John was like, damn, I need some, you know what I mean? I started helping him. I said, I'm going to wash your feet, boy. Just because you helped me out. And I made him my boyfriend. And we slept together. I was like, we're going to be together. You're going to be my man right now. That's what I need, a man out here. John was like mentally disordered. It's like he's smart, but then he's not. He's smart, but then he's, you know. I was like, well, let me help you out. I'm not judging you. I'm not a judgmental person. Anybody can be changed and healed. So I try to help John. I helped John because John's feet were so messed up. I mean, there was dirt everywhere. We're talking about if your feet, like if you ever been in the military, you got to take care of your feet. If your feet are not taken care of, you are going to die. They're going to get you might die, and you can get those feet cut off. He needed that desperate. He probably didn't even know. He knew he needed. That man, God used me to change his life. The minute I start helping that man, guess what? Doors start to open. People start bringing clothes. They had already brought clothes to me before I even met John, because I started walking around with in a bathing suit. It was hot. I had no clothes. The minute I start walking around in a bathing suit, everybody knew I needed clothes. I don't have to beg you. I don't have to put up a sign. No, I'm gonna walk around the way they don't want me to walk around like this, and they're gonna need to bring me some clothes. And so I did. And guess what? It worked. Some beautiful black women showed up and they defended me, and they bought me clothes, while this other white guy was like, you can't be in line, the food line, dressed up like that. I'm like, you gonna come on the street and tell me how to dress? I ain't got nowhere to go, but you got a home. Why are you even here serving me to tell me how to dress? Get the fuck out of here. Guess what? They heard about it. He tried to report me, but guess what? They bought some clothes. Who are you going to report? I'm not doing anything to break the law, right? But they bought me a bunch of clothes. It was this beautiful black people, this black woman, her kids, and they were serving food out there in Houston. And they literally gave me stuff from Victoria's Secret. I mean, good stuff better than a shelter. Like, so these shelters are holding back. Like, I've seen rich people donate to shelters, and these shelters are not giving the shelter people the clothes that they're donating. They're taking these clothes home. I've seen good stuff in the shelter, like, man, some good stuff, good brand new stuff. They take that stuff and they hide it for themselves, or they hide it for some game or whatever. They don't explain to us why they're not giving out all this good stuff. I've seen it. And they're not giving it out. They're probably selling it. Because it's good Gucci. These rich people are donating Gucci and all this to shelters. They're taking that shit. Right? So I go outside, and these black women, they bought me bras. Man, some good clothes. Better than Goodwill. Stuff you could buy from Goodwill, from a good Goodwill. Or, you know what I mean? A thrift shop. I had all that good stuff. And so when I had John, and they saw me helping John, right? And it wasn't just for show. The reason I was helping John was because he defended me with his life like a real soldier. He really stood up for me. I had nobody. He said, I don't care what you're going to do. We're going to fight. To that black man. Right? I said, all right, baby, come on. I'm going to make you mine. We're going to do this. Because I need you. You need a man. Or a dyke or whatever. Somebody like a man that's going to fight with you. Or a woman that going to fight for you. But there was no women that were willing. When you're on the street, it's mainly guys. All the women that were in Houston were telling me they were getting raped. You know what I mean? And so I was like, all right, I need you, John. You may not be all the way there. He talks to himself and stuff, but I'm like, that's good. While he's doing all that, I could be busy doing something else. But I'm gonna need you. I'm not trying to get you to fight my battles, but unless you defending me, I'm gonna defend you because you need me. I started washing his feet, brushing his hair. When they saw me helping him, they started helping him too. The people that were out there serving, they started bringing him shoes. What size of shoes do you need? Like, you see how God uses you? God was using me. When God used me in that situation to help another situation, and a lot of people in that on those corners in the street, they were like, this has never happened before. They have never given, like, they just started doing that. But like, when you are an important person, and people can tell that you are an important person, right? It's a universal thing. It's just the universe has a way of sending people to bless you, or speaks to people's hearts in some way, because God bless. He blessed me. He used those people, right? So when you bless someone else, God definitely opens doors. And so God bought, they bought him new shoes. All the other white guys and all the other black people and everybody start opening up, helping. And some black people were hating. They were like, "You don't deserve her. You don't need her. You can't help her. You can't help her. She don't need a woman like you. You're trash. Blah blah blah." And I'm telling them, why y'all talking to him like that? That's my man. Why y'all talking to my man? Why y'all hating on my man? Like come on. Like y'all trying to be mine, but you're not ready to fight for me. You're trying to be my boo thing. You want me to be with you, but you probably just trying to make money off of me, right? You for or whatever. You're a thief in the night, probably, possibly, right? Because when it's time to fight, you're not even ready to fight. You're not even ready to defend your queen the way you're supposed to defend your queen, but yet you want to tell another man that he's not good enough. But when your queen was in trouble, he was the only fucking person besides God and his guardian angels, because he sent him. He was the only person that was ready to fight. If you're a woman, you need a man that's going to fight for you, not that's going to fight you, but fight with you, for you, and with you, but not fight you, to hurt you, to try to destroy you. You got to understand the beauty that is standing right before you. Because a woman like me, not every woman is the same. I understand when God sends me a man, I understand. I'm not going to discriminate and hate on him. I'm going to believe in him. Because I believe by believing in your man, you could raise a great man. You could raise a king. When you got faith and you're a beautiful queen. You understand that? Don't abuse your man. Don't hurt him. Don't cheat on him. There got to be some understanding. Y'all want to get some money, right? Don't cheat on him. But communicate to him. Let him know. You got a slow poke. Someone, he doesn't have the money, but you got the brains, right? You got the brains. He got the heart. You got the heart and the brain, but he got the heart that you need. So take care of him. Because me, I fought for my man. I fought for Tyler. I tried. But I'm not about to be out there fighting, but you running hot and I'm not talking about you. And you running hot. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about God because I love him. So I know he's not hiding. You feel me? But I'm just letting you guys know that man was out there and he defended me. John defended me. I had to let him go. Of course, before I slept with him, I told him, before I gave him the good, because I was like, boo, you deserve it. You deserve me. I don't care what nobody say. He was 55. I don't care. I was like, I don't care if they say that you're trash and you don't deserve me. Please, you're a blessing to me. It's an honor. It's an honor for me to serve you. I'll give you my money any day. I'll give you my time. I'll give you my body any day. Because you have a beautiful heart and you got a beautiful soul. And you were ready to fight for me when everybody else just left. And thank you, Jesus, and thank you, God, for sending him. Thank you, God, for being here and defending me and defending him as well. I'm so glad that man did not hit him. God. But because the thing about it, I was like, I want to build a family. I want to, you can give me children. We can build a family together. Start something. I just wanted to have something with someone that I could be on the street with and conquer the streets with, and we could be rich one day and really make it. And look back at these times when we had nothing and we really fought and went through the struggle and saw death, looked death in the eyes and damn near died for each other, with each other. I could be with you. I could trust you. That's what I felt, right? The only person right now, of course, my man God, my husband, my number one husband. Once everybody's gone, that's the one I'm with. God, Jesus, angels, We'll talk about all that later. But John, you're amazing, man. I'm going to tell you, if you ever hear this message, please get the help that you need. John was diagnosed with schizophrenia or whatever, right? I told John to get disability. John said, I don't need disability. I don't want disability. I can work. There are some men out there that have too much pride to get the help that they need. I tried to get the help that I need. Like, I tried to get disability, and for so many times I got denied until finally God opened doors and I got accepted and finally got a disability check, and was able, to get the things that I get to thank God for the government assistance and the help. You guys, you got to give it up for the government, for the U.S. government. There's so many great governments in the world out there, and I just haven't been to where you are. I've been here in the U.S. serving and living with the U.S., and God has been using me to get information. When you're on the street, you're getting information. It's not time to party all the time, to waste your time. You can't be high on and drunk on the street. It's just like driving a car. Somebody gonna steal your shit. You gotta be sober. You gotta be careful. Yeah, you drink a little, people party a little on the street, but nah, don't do that. You don't have time to. Maybe if you want to, it's your decision. I don't want to tell you what to do, but what I'm telling you is, what God wants me to tell you is that if you keep a sober mind and you keep strong, try your best to do what you want to do, but if you keep a sober mind, you can get off the streets faster. There are things you can do there are people. I am a witness that there are human beings out there ready to fight for you and help you, but you have to be willing to help yourself. So that being said, I broke up with John. I made sure John, this if you ever become a man, if you ever become a man, my man, you gotta get tested before I could even lay in bed with you, like even like to sleep with you in any way. Like I got my papers. I'll show you my papers. Like, and then every month, I don't trust guys like that. I don't want you to hate on me and try to give me something just because you mad at me because somebody was flirting with me. Guys get jealous like that. And I get jealous too, but you gotta be careful with your emotions. I'm a flirt. I try to use my flirtation. I have no choice but to flirt. It's the only way I can be nice. I don't know how to be nice without flirting or looking like I'm flirting. It's not like I'm flirting on purpose, but I don't know how to be nice and not be like, baby, sweetie, love, dear, I love you, hugs. Doesn't mean I want to be with you and sleep with you because I tell you I love you all the time. I'm just like that. It's just how I am. That's the way God made me. But so if you're my man and you see me talking to other guys and say, I love you, you're so sweet, it's not like that. It's just I do love them, but it's not like that, okay? Not with everyone. No, it's not like that, period, okay? Let's just be focused. Anyways, so I literally broke up with John because John didn't like the fact that I was talking to God. And I said, God is, every time I start laughing, he gets jealous of God. And he was like, I don't know what you and God are talking about. Like, he started getting mad. He threw my umbrella. He started throwing my shit around. I gave him some good stuff, and he started losing it. That's what happens sometimes. They start losing it. And I'm like, look, baby, now I have to think. I'm like, okay, you're dealing with somebody with a diagnosis, so you guys can't be together just because y'all both got diagnosis. I can control my emotions. There's times where I get mad, but I know better than to just lose my mind out there in the street like that. I do things like artistically, like throw water on a window or something just to express my emotions. I'm not about to fight people in the street so I can get arrested or go to jail. You know what I mean? Unless I had no choice, but I'm not a troublemaker like that, Trouble tries to hunt you down, but you gotta let it go, right? So anyway, just to make long story short, because I gotta get to the point where I tell you guys about what happened to me in 24-hour fitness. So John, I just wanted to share that with you. God wanted me to share that with you so that if you ever hear this message, man, you a soldier, you a beautiful person, the government will help you. You're a man if you accept the help that you need and you know you need help. Don't have too much pride. Don't. A lot of people that are disabled, they don't want to be disabled. They don't want to get a handout. They want to work. They want to impress their woman. They want to say that I can do it. So the woman can never say, oh, you nothing, you can't even work, but all these men are baby, get the help that you need so you can get off the street. Okay? The government will help you get government assistance if you have a disability. Okay? I didn't want to be on disability. I didn't want to have a disability. But once I had that disability, it took a lot. It made me, I couldn't do anything. And I don't like to even say I have a disability because I don't want to put that on my life. I want to believe that I don't, so that I could walk into that faith of being better, right? But all you guys out there that think it's pussy to go get the help that you need from the government assistance and are too embarrassed, you want your woman to love you. Look, there are women that will accept you with what you have, as long as you're willing to grow and to understand and accept. You gotta have the understanding heart and mind, right? A woman gotta grow and she gotta make her money. If you can't pay for her for what she needs, she's gonna get it for somebody else. And if she can go on a date or two with somebody that's gonna give her $5,000, this and that, baby, get on board with that. Get on board with that. She's not sleeping with him. She's just having to feel a little comfort. Get on board with it. You want to eat, right? Don't come in my fridge trying to eat and you telling me and you want to cry when I'm with somebody else on it's simple. I love you. I want to be with you, but we got to work together. And if you go out there and you meet some girls that want your time on a date, get the money, right? Bring it back to mama, right? Because when mama goes out there and she comes back, daddy, I'm giving you the bread, right? So this is a compromise. We're a team. Let's fight and work together and get this money, right? So we can build a empire. We can help people. Because now we know what's going on with people. If we can help, we can't rise, baby. God. And whoever you might be. We can't rise, but my one and only, like I said, no earthly guys. God is my earthly guys. I don't believe in getting married on earth here. I believe that God is my one and only husband I love, but whatever his plans is, I don't know a lot of the times. I just want you guys to know that, right? I'm not saying that I would not get married to anybody on earth. I'm just saying I don't want to because I'm in love with God, like for real. Sexually, physically, emotionally, spiritually, yes, all of that. I know it's weird, but it's true, right? And we won't talk about everything right now. But let me tell you, I got the help that I need, right? So I'm able to go to the gym, and this is the third time that I cancel my membership with 24 Hour Fitness because they're disrespecting me. They're violating everything about me, my rights as a human being. They're taking my money and abusing me the minute I go in there, because there are no signs that say you can't have your own equipment, or you can't have, but people coming in here with mats. People coming, okay, you know what I mean, with foam rollers. I don't know, if you put signs what we should and explain this to us. And I know that there's no time. You got to make time because you're getting the money. So you got to make time and hire somebody to explain this. You got to put the rules on the wall so that people don't sue you for trying to come up to them and telling them what they cannot do, yet it's not written in the manual or anywhere. You didn't explain this to them. When I went to 24 Hour Fitness for the very first time, they didn't even give me a tour. You know how I know that I'm supposed to get a tour is because I see them touring other people. And also I've been to other gyms like LA Fitness. And the first time I went to 24 Hour Fitness, I think they did tour me, but a different location in North Hollywood. But when I go to this location, they didn't even show me that there was another dance room on the first floor, on the top floor, second floor. And the manager is the one who said that there's no other rooms. But then another guy comes up to me and tells me, did you know that there is another stretching room or a dancing room? A dancing studio over there. So I'm going in here. They're not doing their job, right? They're telling me verbally what I cannot have, right? There's no signal, and if there is, I will go back and check. But they don't give me any paper where there's like, okay, here, sign this, blah, blah, blah. Here, this is for you to keep. They didn't give me that. They took my money. That's all I remember. So we're going to check. I'm going to check if they emailed it, because I doubt they emailed it to me. They didn't. We got let's see where it is. I hope I'm not wrong, or if I am wrong, I do apologize. But I didn't see because I don't see the rules on the walls. Like, This guy comes up to me, so I take chips, right? Today, I take chips to the gym. I take some soda. I take some stuff, you know, after I leave my mother's house. I take some stuff, you know, water and some chips in case I get hungry, right? This guy tells me that you can't have food on the floor. He sees me eating, right? You can't have food on the floor, but they're selling food. They're selling drinks there. They say it's not sanitary, but they have snacks and stuff to sell. Where is the sign that says you can't have these things? Because if I saw the sign, I would not be bringing food, or at least not eating it in your face. Right? The guy tells me, oh, I forgot to get my locker, right? I forgot to get my locker. I forgot to get my locker, right? I forgot to get my lock to put my things in my locker. So I can't really carry a bunch of stuff on my back because, like I said, I got into a car accident. So I have to get a small suitcase or a stroller to push everything in, right? So I have a portable charger where I put my equipment. All these things go in my bag, right? Because this is my work. When I leave the gym, I'm probably gonna end up having to go to a coffee shop and work, talk about more things, communicate with you guys, because this is my life, this is my story to tell you guys, to build my channel, to build my empire. It's not my empire, God's, whatever. So just to build something, to build your story, to use what God gave you, right? So I go in there. I'm eating. I do some stretches on the little bungee things, right? I do these tricks where I put the rope around, like I put my hand on there, and it works on the tension in my body, and it's helped me a lot. It released a lot of endorphins, and it made me feel more comfortable. I haven't been drinking in a while now. I gave away a lot of my alcohol that I had. I didn't want to pour it out, so I gave it to my brother, like whoever needed it, but I just don't want to drink anymore. I never want to go back to that. So please don't ask me to drink with you just one time. I don't want to do it. I refuse to do it, okay? So, I'm done with that stuff. I don't want to drink anymore. So, and I won't, in the name of the Lord, according to his will, amen. And so, anyways, I finally, the guy records a video. Pull out your cameras. If these businesses are recording you, why can't you record them? And then they tell you, please don't record me, but don't record them, but they're recording you. Then they have the upper hand. They can say anything about you. But when you don't have evidence of what they're doing to you, it's your word against theirs. These businesses need to allow people to have their cameras, which they don't tell you not to have their camera, but they need to tell their employees that it's okay for them to be recorded, especially when it comes to the safety of a customer. If you're abusing and harassing a customer, I have been harassed in 24 Hour Fitness, and I have the videos. The first time I recorded the videos, but I was so overwhelmed that I didn't even want to deal with it, so I deleted a lot of it. I was harassed by this black girl where she was like, she got an attitude. She you know, I bought my equipment, right? I didn't know I couldn't bring that equipment. I bought like a ballet thing, because the only reason why I bought it is because I was doing like stretching somewhere, and this black guy comes up to me and tells me to get down from there. First of all, he's like, get down, like I'm a child. Ma'am, may you please get down? I'm sorry, we can't do this here. Guys, put a sign if somebody can't do it, if you don't want to keep telling them. But I don't want you to tell me and then catch somebody else doing it and then you don't tell them anything. It's not fair. That's discrimination, right? And so I go, I'm sitting there with my chips, and he takes a picture, but he only took a picture because I did a video, right? So he comes up to me, he says, ma'am, are you working out? I'm like, yeah, I'm working out. I'm not lifting weights, but I'm working out. I'm stretching. So he tells me, if you come to the gym and you don't work out, it's loitering. How is it loitering if I'm paying you $45 every month? It's my business. I could be in there. I could sit in the bathroom all day and charge my phone. And tell me that I can't do that, then I won't do it. But show me the rules, because managers try to make their own rules. Employees try to make their own rules aside from what the business is saying, right? So if you're a business owner, if you're a 24-hour, the owner of 24-hour fitness, why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell them to post this so that these people don't have to come up to us and make us feel bad or harass us. So at least we can hide, or we don't have to show, whatever. You know what I mean? The only reason I had my rolling suitcase thing with me on the floor is because I left my locker. I was walking in heels on the bus from my house. I'm tired, but I need to stretch so I can be better, so I can talk to you guys. Everything I do is to build this, to communicate to you. I need to be physically and mentally prepared to fight and to get out there when God makes you rich, when God makes us rich. Be prepared. I just want these business owners to know that I'm not trying to sue you because I'm not trying to come out there and just try to file a lawsuit because I'm trying to get your money. God is using me to warn you about the people you're hiring. I don't want to be harassed. And if you feel like they're right, then how about you write it down and you post it right there. I'll show you, I took pictures of everywhere where, this man told me there's a sign that says no food. Guess what? I said, show me. I'm gonna show you the video. I said, show me where the sign is. He takes me out there. He was just trying to get me out. Guess what? He takes me out there. He didn't even show me the sign. I just went outside and he went inside. Trash. And you know what he said to me? I said, I could sue you for this, right? I could sue this company for this, right? You know what he said? He said, why don't you sue them then? It's so easy for an employee to say sue the company because it's not their company. It's not their business. They're just employees. Came to get a check. They don't care about your business. They don't care about you. They're just there to get paid. When they act like that. When they tell you, a customer, that they just harassed, that why don't you sue then? It's so easy for you to say sue because it's not your business. But a real business person will try to compromise with a customer. I care about you as a customer. It is your $45 that keeps that pays my house bills, that puts these shoes on my feet. Thank you, customer. Thank you for choosing 24-hour fitness. Whatever you need. When I call and complain, they said, we don't allow that. So when I call and complain, make sure there's a change. We're going to look and see if those people still work there. Fire them. They don't care about 24-hour fitness. They don't care about you. Because they're pick and choose who they want. Because you look a certain way. I don't care if a bum walked in there. Lord knows who that bum is. Talk to them kindly because you're holding a lot of people. You don't know if they got a bomb. You don't know what they got. They're crazy. Not all bums are crazy, but everybody's crazy in their own way. It's not to insult them, but people are crazy. People will lose their minds if you don't give them a chance, if you don't, you know what I mean? They're going through a lot, especially homeless people. Not just them, but don't underestimate a bum. Tyler Perry was a bum. Halle Berry was a bum. These are million and billionaires now. They're billionaires now. There's a lot of bums that are now rich. This is investigation. God uses them to investigate. And when you as a homeless person are going through something and you don't speak up, it's hard. It's hard, but if you have a voice and you have the camera and you have the power and you have the knowledge, speak up. Fight, because there's a lot of homeless people out there that need you. There's a lot of rich people that need you too. Business owners need to hear you complain and talk about, they need to hear you. You can't just talk about what these other homeless people are doing. Because remember, look what happened in Vegas, right? When I was in Vegas, they were so busy kicking homeless people out. Guess what? It was a rich man or a man with money that went up in that hotel and shot up, terrorized Vegas. They killed a lot of people. They're so focused on the little things that the homeless person is stealing. But look, this man got plans. He said, you think rich people can't do this shit? You need to be careful with everybody. How you talk to them. Don't just be looking, just because they don't have, they're bum. Because they got these rich people, these other people, they're looking at what you're doing. And when they see you're doing it wrong, God is going to send a shooter, right? God going to send a shooter, right? Just to show you that everybody needs to be checked. Everybody, not just the bum. Don't be blind. They got other people that got plans, mental minds. Plans for you, plans for your business. They got employees that got evil plans for your business. Employees that are your enemy. Your very enemy is working for you so they can find out your house. They're trying to find out where you put everything, right? So they could plan out how to knock you down. They can't knock you down from the outside. They got to do that shit from the inside. Because they got to know where to go. But what I was I'm not even a thief. I didn't steal from them. In Vegas, they give us free drinks. You know, you just go in there, get free drinks, and if you got the money, you could gamble. If you don't have the money, I was homeless. Sometimes I needed a drink. I was like, sit down, thank you. You know what they did? They gave me a drink. But there were some people when I walked in there, they were like, you can't be in here. They were harassing me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I need a pee. I need to wash my clothes. Like, I'm washing in the sink. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I ain't got nowhere to wash my clothes. I'm trying to rise. I'm trying to make some money. I'm trying to, I'm messed up. I'm going through it. I need you to be compassionate. But there's a lot. I know you're not supposed to do that, but rich people, when you donate, please help these poor people, because they can help you a lot too. I was a homeless person. You wouldn't think a homeless person has a voice like this. Don't think like that, because they know that each one of them, God is using them. And if they can't talk, there's somebody that's going to fight to defend them. Don't be a bully. Don't allow managers to harass the very people that are paying you. Just because you made this business and you allure them into your shop, don't let this be a trap house. This is not a trap house. This should be a home, a place for, not a home, but a place to build and encourage people. So he's trying to tell the man, first of all, he tells me, ma'am, I'm sorry, are you working out? I was like, yeah, right? So he says, he leaves. Then he comes back and then he says, do you have, can you put this in your locker? I said, I'm sorry, I can't, because I left my lock at home. He was like, oh, okay. So he left. Then he goes downstairs to talk to his manager. Now, if he knew the rules, he would have told me that I couldn't be here. I had to put that in the locker or leave. He would have told that to me right away, but he didn't. He went downstairs to talk to his manager because he was not informed. His manager didn't do his job. Or he wasn't paying attention. Or the manager said something, but he never paid attention. Those are enemies. Because you should have told me this right when you asked me, right when I told you I didn't have my lock. You'd be like, well, I'm sorry, you can't be. If he knew what he was doing. So then he comes in to try to act like he's this smart guy, this big bad guy, right? Big bad wolf, right? Want to walk up in there, right? But doesn't know what he's doing. Then tells me that I'm loitering. But how is that loitering if I am paying to be in there? He says, if you're not working out, if I'm not working out, I've seen people in there sleeping. I'm not saying I'm in there sleeping. I've done it before, but I'm not in the past. In other gyms, or even that one. But I don't do that anymore. I don't have to sleep in a gym or anything if I'm tired. But I've seen people, right? Not saying I don't bother them. It's none of my business. Then you got other people that work there. So she's sleeping. It's none of your business. You see them laying there, just leave them alone. Let God bless, just make sure they're not dead. You know, make sure they're breathing and they're not dead, because some people do worry and be like, oh, well, you know, we're just trying to make sure you're alive. You know, they're taking a nap. People are tired. People work hard. Some people are not even homeless that take naps in the gym. They're just exhausted. Right? So I'm sitting down. I'll show you guys the video and the picture, right? Eating. After doing the long stretch, he only showed up and saw me eating. Then he tells me, oh, well, you can't have food. But he had already seen me eating. He goes downstairs, talks to the manager, then tells me. Why didn't he know to tell me this? But I said, well, where's your manager? Why don't you come to tell you? Why don't you tell your manager to come over here and talk to me? So tomorrow we're going to go talk to him, right? I'm filing a lawsuit. I have to file a lawsuit. I can't not file a lawsuit. I'm going to get all the evidence and all the harassment, and I'm going to do it. I have no choice. I can't allow this to happen to me anymore. I can't keep this a secret anymore. And 24-hour fitness, whoever you are, I'm not here trying to take your money. It's these people that are first of all, they don't talk to you the right way, right? Hi, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a member of 24-hour fitness. I'm sorry, but you can't have these bags right here, because it's for the safety of others. And no, you know what I mean? You talk to me like that, I'm be like, I totally understand. I'm so sorry. I just left my lock. That's why I came all the way from home. I don't drive, and I didn't, you know, I'm exhausted and I'm just ready to stretch and get on with this, right? If you talk to that person the right way, they'll be able to respond the right way. And I responded politely. But I was trying to explain to him, and he didn't even want to listen to me, yet he was ready to explain to me what he was going through, his issue. I said, so you want me to listen to you, but you're not ready to listen to me when I try to school you or try to let you know how to communicate to me? Because I'm an important person. I'm not saying like I'm an important person, blah, blah, blah. I'm nothing. I'm something, but I'm just saying like it's not that serious, like for me. Like, you know what I mean? It's serious. Yeah, it's life. It's that serious, but I don't like to brag about myself or this and that. You are just as important. This is why God sent me in defense of you all that go through this. If you as a customer, if I ever become a business owner, I'm seeing things to watch out for. That's why I'm warning you guys. And when I ever rise, I don't want rich people to think that I'm just over here doing suing. The people that you're hiring are fucking up a lot. They think it's their thing. It's their job. You give them a position, they try to act like they know what they're doing, but fail. Because they don't even know how to communicate. The minute you mess up on how to communicate someone, you put everyone in danger. You're going to communicate. You're going to make everyone, then blow up and explode mentally. And then you're going to try to blame them and call the police on them. You're setting them up. You set them up because you did not communicate to them the right way, and now they're upset because we're tired. We're already giving you our money, right? You don't have the rules. The bathroom is dirty. Trash ever. Go clean up your bathroom. Go clean up the areas, and then come talk to me, because I'm mad as hell that I gotta walk in a bathroom with a toilet full of shit. Dirty ass bathroom, dirty ass sink. Then you want to tell me when I'm messing up, but I paid you to hire someone to get the job done, right? And I'm not talking to the owners. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about these people that you hire, because I don't even know if I believe that any business person has the mind, but your employees are explaining. You only hear one side of the story. A business owner or a business or whatever, whoever's handling the situation is only hearing one side of the story. Those people are not skilled. You want to know a business that got some people that got skills? Amazon. Amazon got the best customer service I ever seen. Next, Apple and Amazon, but it's like this almost. There's some people at Apple that got attitudes, yeah. Where you're like, well, who hired you? Why are you talking to people like this? Don't act like you are a professional and you can't talk professionally. Don't think that you putting your knowledge on me is no, you don't talk to anybody like that. You got to talk with love and kindness to everyone, because you don't know what plans they have for you or for the business, right? And even if they, in case they come in with a bomb trying to blow up the place or trying to mess anything up, perhaps your kindness might talk them out of that situation. I'm so sorry because you talked to me. There's been a change of plans, or not a change of plans, but I'm gonna go somewhere else. You know, thank you for talking to me. Learn how to communicate. All that money, you got all this billions and billions and billions, but you need to train these people. Keep training them or fire them and hire somebody else. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. But you gotta build that shit from scratch and try to teach them. If you don't care about these business owners, don't play them. Don't play them, because they care about you enough to hire you, right? They trust you enough to hire you. They put their lives in your hand. When you go out there, they know, business owners know the responsibility they have. It's not easy to be a business owner. Don't abuse them when they give you a chance, an opportunity to work for them. It is an opportunity. Because when I used to be out there and I wasn't getting hired, I was begging for a job. And when that one person, Armani Exchange, hired me, when Johnny Rockets hired me, when Burger King hired me, damn, I gave them my work, my job. I cleaned. I did the best that I could, even when I couldn't make it to work. Even when I couldn't make it sober because I was busy drinking, trying to heal. Because I go home, I got problems home. I live in the hood in New York City. I was living in the hood in New York City. New Lots, Brooklyn. Living with 3 roommates. They can't even clean wash the dishes, right? But they want to party. 5 o'clock in the morning comes, I gotta go to work. They're still partying. I go to work and I'm so sleepy. I make it late because I've been up all night. Or I'm busy with a boyfriend. There's a fine ass guy downstairs and I gotta give him my time. White boy. He wasn't white. He was St. Lucian. Beautiful black guy, right? Gorgeous green eyes or whatever. Dreadlocks, sexy. His nickname was White Boy. But guess what? He found out I slept with somebody downstairs. Because I was literally, this man was, this was a black guy, right? This other guy, right? I got jumped, right? I got jumped by some girls. Yeah, they hit me first. She hit me first with her words and with her attitude and with everything else. And then I threw hands on her. I took some drinks because they harassed me. They pushed me. They hit me first. I took the first hit. Nah, they took the first hit. Right? They pushed me. And so I was like, all right, let's fight. Fuck it. Next thing you know, I'm winning the fight. Then these girls start kicking me. I'm on the floor. They start kicking me in the stomach. The girl bit my titty right here. I got a big scar. I got another scar on my arm. That girl bit my arm. I'm bleeding and shit. Trying to defend myself. They were my enemies. They set me up. They knew what they were doing. Try to use their words to make me go off and fucking drink. I'm drinking some liquor. I'm on this stuff. These other black guys are giving me money because I'm dancing. I'm having a good time, but they're just standing on a wall, right? They start hating on me, laughing at me and shit, right? Because I'm over here getting love from black people, but they were not black Americans. Some of them were, but some of them were black Americans, but it was a Jamaican club. It was mainly Jamaicans. No black Americans. No, it was Jamaicans, right? And they were looking out. They gave me some money. It made me feel nice. I didn't have to sleep with them or anything. They hooked me up. It was nice. Thank you guys. There was some Jamaican guys, yeah. Right? They looked out for your sister. You know, it was nice. I had a few great black Americans. It's just really hard. It's really hard to find. But the good ones doesn't mean there's not a lot of good ones out there. It's just really hard to find. And so I go home bleeding and stuff, and this guy comes up to me. He's a Leo, this black guy. He defended me. He out there with fighting. I'm hitting him because I'm like, y'all don't want no problems. Like, you're like, what the fuck? I'm over there. I'm talking hood. I'm like, oh, you think Brooklyn is a motherfucking hood? You know, I lost it. That was that paranoia. That's that craziness. Like, y'all not about to set me up, you know? Then they start kicking me. They steal my phone. They steal my shit, right? I'm running off. I leave this guy. He holding me, man. This black guy. I forgot his name. But he lived in that building, and he's holding me, right? I'm like, nah, let me go. I turn around, I start putting hands on him. Because I was like, let me go. But guess what? He didn't even hit me back. He held me. I was like, damn. He touched my heart. He's a Leo. He defended me. He didn't let those girls beat me up. And one of those girls was a man, too. It's transgender. I ran off. I said, leave me alone. Don't follow me. I start running. He chased me. He said, nah. Because I was living in a shelter at the time. He was like, come to my house. I got a place where you can stay with me because I got a job. I had finally got a job. The minute you start doing good, the enemy tries to tear things down for you, right? So he chases me down. Man, a beautiful man. He was sweet. And you know what? I mean, there was times he was an asshole, but he never raised his voice at me, yelling at me and shit. If anything, he called another female to tell me to get out, or else he would make me fight her. If he wanted me to fight, that's what he did. But it's because I didn't want to pay him too much rent. Like, I didn't have it. I paid him a little bit, right? But at first, when he let me come to his house that day after I got into that fight, he wasn't letting me go. He was like, you come into my house. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, all right. But it wasn't like he was doing it like you have no choice. But he did it with so much love that I was like, all right. Right? He was sweet. I don't know what his intentions were, but he didn't do anything to hurt me. He didn't put his hands on me at all. It was the sweetest man I ever seen, like one of them, right? The sweetest black guy. American black guy. I think he was Jamaican. I don't know. American, yeah. Maybe. But anyways, he sounds American. But anyways, he was American. So, he literally, I go to his house that same day. I get some cigarettes. I get some beer. I gave him some pussy. Yes. He earned it. And it wasn't like, I'm going to give you some pussy for a place to stay. No, he wasn't trying to get into my pants or anything. But I was like, thank you. I don't see myself going back. I couldn't see myself going back to that shelter. They would probably beat me up again or try to fight. Ain't no beating up. I was fucking them up. But, you know, we fought. They would probably try to jump me at the shelter if he didn't save me. Right? So, I go to his house. I gave him some, yes. He enjoyed it, and I think I enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it. I think I did. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I don't know. I wasn't into him like that. Like, he's not my type. But I just didn't care. I was mad. I was mad at God. I was mad at life. I was mad at myself. I was mad at the situation. I didn't understand why these girls were picking on me, why I went through the things that I went through. I was helping them. I was buying them drinks. Whenever I go to work and dance, the guys was giving me money. Guess what? I gave them some dollars. I gave them some, you know what I mean? And they treat me like shit. And I was like, okay, it's a bunch of black girls too. And one black's transgender. And so, shelter girls, of course, they have problems. And so I finally end up, he tells me he wants me out, right? But he says he didn't tell me he wanted me out of his house. He said, you can rent a room upstairs. I'll show you. It was better, right? So instead of him dogging me out in the apartment, I give you much respect. If you ever listening to this, man, God bless you. Thank you for protecting your queen and protecting, even if not your queen, but your, this lady, your queen, your woman, this woman. Thank you for stepping up and putting a roof over my head and protecting me and helping me. I know that I didn't have much to give you, but everything. That's why I was like, here, I'm gonna give you my body, because not as payment or anything like that, but just as a thank you, right? And guess what? My man, the man that my dream, like one of my ex dream guys. I mean, white boy was the man, like one of the men, like the man of my dreams. Not the man of my dreams, but one of the men of my dreams or something. God is the man of my dreams, by the way. Don't think anything else. But he was like that man, like, damn, that boy is sexy. Damn, he's not just regular. He was like light skin with green eyes, dreadlocks, beautiful, sweet, right? I was flirting my ass off. I was like, damn, I told him I like you. His homeboy wanted to talk to me, right? His boy wanted to talk to me. I was mean. I didn't mean to be mean. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I was like, no, I like white boy. I like him. He was a black guy, but his nickname was white boy. I was like, damn, I like him. Like, I was running game. Oh, I was like, baby, what is up? I don't know what got into me. I've never been the kind of person that even approaches a guy. But I was like, what's up? Look at his eyes, right? I'm a sucker for colored eyes. But anyways, so he literally we kissed. He liked me. He said he liked me because he loved the way I was treating children, or like playing with children and keeping them safe, or not even keeping them safe. Just, he liked the way I was selling to him like I'm a great mother kind of thing, right? I could be your wife, right? We fell in love. He fell in love with me too. I know he did. And his homies was hating on me because I didn't want to give my body to them. I didn't want to be with him. So he was like, look at her. She got pimples on her face. Man, she's like a dude. She ugly. Blah, 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 blah. She's trash. He kept talking shit to him, pointing out everything to tell this man, so this man would be like, I don't want to be with you anymore. You know, because his boys was pressing him. His boys was pressing him about me because they wasn't getting me. And he got me, right? We had some downstairs, everything, right? I slept with him too, right? And because he was my boyfriend, I don't think he ever said we're together, but we were together because we kissed and we were flirting and we were becoming it slowly by slowly. And I was so hooked. I was like, God, thank you. Forgive me, God, you're my number one. But he gave it to me good. He did. He had the good stuff. Yes, he did. The best I've ever had from a black guy. He was the best black guy I've ever been with. The best feeling ever. I don't know if I was drunk. I don't even think I was drunk, but God forgive me for my sins. Never again will I be like a whore. But I wasn't a whore, right? I was really looking for the love of my life. And I really felt like that was him. But guess what? It had to be. God pushed another Leo. So that guy that I was with that let me stay at his house had a sister that was a Leo that was dating white boy's friend, right? I'm on the 3rd floor now. I'm moving. I start paying rent. $125 will be $600. I guess 600 and something, right? And so all of a sudden, hold on. The window's open, my throat is just like, oh my God. Okay, so all of a sudden, she started hating on me, this other black girl, his sister, right? And me and her was cool as hell. We were cool. I love her. She was a Leo. I was like, you my girl. But she told him, I guess because I guess she thought she was hating on me. She gonna tell him, you know, she slept with my brother, right? Yo, white boy was pissed. He didn't want to talk to me. He broke my heart. He was done with me. Like, yo, when white boy found out, oh my God, he was like, nah, I'm good. Like, he talked to me. He was like, you're nothing to me. He talked shit to me. Broke my heart. Damn, I was like, damn, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. And this is how you're gonna make me feel? Like, you're gonna break my heart and you're gonna talk shit to me like you don't care? I didn't even know she told him that at the time. Right? All that drama, right? And then she told me she told him. He didn't even tell me. Then I thought he didn't want to speak to me. I was sitting there in love. I couldn't even go to work straight. I was crying on the floor. Baby, why? Baby, what's going on? You love me. You love me even with my acne. You love me with everything. Like, you care about me because you wouldn't be kissing on me. You wouldn't be all over me. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be, you know, showing up for me. Like, it felt like my soul was his. Like, his soul was mine. It felt like that was my baby, like my man, right? That's what it felt like, sorry. And every day it was exciting to run home to him and to come home. I couldn't wait to get off work and come to the building just to be with him. And damn, she fucked it up. And I was like, all right. And then he gave me a hug again one time. I was going through hell. And I was living with those, they were all black girls and they were sweet. One of them they were sweet at first, but you know, in the black community, a lot of people have mental health issues, jealous issues. In every community, jealous issues, but I feel like in the black community, it's mostly mental health issues, right? So, and then it also seems like, yeah, they just, too much jealousy, hatefulness, right? We partying. Well, okay, so I'm gonna confess. It wasn't like on purpose. Like, this girl was hot, right? I was drunk, right? I'm at the party at our apartment, right? Their apartment, right? And all of a sudden, I'm partying, and this girl and I pour a drink on this girl's back. Not a drink, water, because she looked hot. So I got some water, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. She was like, why would you do that? I was like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were hot. And I was like, oh my God, because you were sweating. I thought I was helping you. I'm sorry, babe. She didn't try to beat me up or anything. Girl, I talked to her. She was like, oh, don't worry. I was like, I'm so sorry. Thank you. God bless you for not trying to fight me, girl. But I don't know what I was doing. I was drunk. But I wasn't trying to pour something on her to make her mad or anything. It was literally love. I don't know what I was doing. It was, but anyways, so I'm walking down the stairs. This girl started hating. Some other girls started hating on me, right? I'm walking down the stairs. These girls start pouring red wine on my head at the party. I was like, why y'all doing that? Like, what y'all, maybe she sent them. Right? So I run downstairs to white boy, to them downstairs, right? The guys downstairs, get over it. The guys downstairs, I'm sorry. And all of a sudden, I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. I'm mad as hell, right? Because, you know, I got issues. I didn't know I had, like, mental issues like that. But I had issues, right? I'm like, why y'all doing this? Like, man, I'm gonna fuck y'all. So I go downstairs. I try to pick up, like, a knife or something, right? White boy and all those St. Lucian guys, I was like, nah. Hey, chill. You good. Man, come here, babe. Come here. They're holding me, man. They're really defending me. Like, thank you so much for holding me back. You know, I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all for holding me back, because I could tell, because they tried to stop me. I could tell they wanted the best for me, right? Because they didn't push me into trying to fight those girls. They knew it could get me in trouble. They were not immigrants, but they're from another countries too, so they have that love, that black love. They know that brother love, that real love, right? And so, Jamaicans and all those people, they know, like, they know brotherhood, and that, we got each other's back. And it's not that, even with black people, we got each other, some of us, got each other's back, but most of us now are starting to get, I don't know, I can't even speak for the black community. Listen, all I know is I experience a lot of bad stuff, and I understand it's because they've been through a lot, you know what I mean? So I just be like, whatever. Not to go on with that, but yeah, so when I was with him, they stopped me, so God bless them. So that relationship ended, went down the drain. White boy gave me one hug that I never forget, and it's like I was crying, I was missing him. He showed up out of nowhere. He held me like he knew my heart, like he knew what I was feeling. He just gave me that gift to hold me and made me feel better, even if I couldn't be with him anymore. He didn't try to use me for my money. Even his boys was like, man, you could just, get her money, man. She's gonna break you off, man. Pimp her out, do this, do that. He was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not into that. I'm not that kind of guy. I was like, damn, I appreciate you. Thank you for not taking advantage of me, because using your looks, to allure me and just take advantage, appreciate you. That's a real black man right there. Kind of, sort of. But, I understand why he was mad, but I feel like, white boy, if you ever hear this, and for those of y'all that are new to this, white boy is a black boy, but he's yellow, light skin, that's why they call him white boy. And we got green eyes or whatever. Turquoise, or not turquoise, but green, brown, whatever. Green eyes. So, then that relationship ended. I left New York, came back to LA, tried to focus on being an artist, and it was hard. I just was going through so much. I felt like I needed love, and that was my medicine. The medicine was gone, but now God is my medicine. God really is, and the angels have been my medicine. And I pray that you guys could continue to share love, and please donate to my channel if you even care about it. Like, I don't discriminate. I love everybody, every race, but I just speak about where I don't speak about where I didn't experience something, or I don't do things just because I hate a certain person. I don't say things because I don't care about y'all. I tell you guys this because I do care. I want you guys to care enough about yourself and each other to speak up and fight for each other and defend for each other, as a black community and as a white community and as an Asian. White people are already doing that. They're doing it. Asian communities doing it. And if they're not doing it, then please do it towards each other or towards someone outside of your race. Don't look at every black person as a bad person. They're not all bad. They've got some great ones out there, and I've seen them. I've met them. It's just very few that I've met. Very few that I've met. I haven't met everyone, so there's probably very few there. No, that's not true. There's not very few there. There are not very few. There's a lot of great black people out there. It's just they're spread out, right? The world is a big world, and God is using them to heal and to be there for other people. That's why they're hard to find. It's not that they're very little. There is a lot of great black people out there. I know they are. I just haven't met you yet, and I can't wait to meet you, so we can do something in this life. You know what I mean? You're a beautiful sister. You're a beautiful brother. You guys are amazing, and you're not perfect, right? But even Spanish people, they got great Spanish people out there, sweet. But they got some haters. They got a lot of them that don't like us us colored people. So this guy that fucked me over, there was this one black guy actually that did a great job when I was at 24-Hour Fitness. He spoke to me with intelligence. Speak to me businessly, and with intelligence, I will be able to respond intelligently. Even if you speak to me unintelligently, all I will do is try to be respectful. But I might have an attitude, but I'm not going to curse you out or yell at you. I might spit outside or whatever because I'm mad, but I'm not going to spit in your face. Trust me. I'm not stupid. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to record. Keep your cameras on. If they're recording you, you need to record them. Because it's not right for them to abuse you and then tell you not to record while they're harassing you, right? It's your human right to do that. Don't set me up. All right, guys, we had enough of today. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. It's getting cold. My throat is getting done. Thank you for letting me share, Lord. I pray over this video. I pray for all y'all, rich and poor, to understand why this is made, especially the poor and the rich, especially you rich people. I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to sue y'all to just to get money. I'm telling you this because I don't care about suing anybody. I could be doing other things. I don't care about that. All I care about, because I'm gonna be rich one day. I'm gonna be a business person one day, and I want this poor people, if there are poor people, which I hope they're not, to defend my business too. Do this for me. If you see this in my business going on, one of my employees disrespected y'all as a customer, speak up. But show me the video. Do your best to show me the video, because I don't want you to ever think that I want these people, my employees, to harass you. They might lie to you and say my manager, the owner is the one who said that. No. If I don't even write that down, I didn't say that. Okay? We're going to make sure we write everything that we need to write down so you are informed. We're going to make sure we train everybody the right way so that the job can be done right. So when you come into my business, you feel like you are loved and you feel like you are taken care of well, that God is in there. I want you to know that if you ever come to my business, you ever buy something from me, I want you to know that it is coming from an honest heart for the most part, for the most part. Because we all know that some things we can't, but for the most part, yes, it's real. You know what I mean? So as real as it can get. Yeah. There's no lies here. There's no lies. I'm not sitting here to tell you lies about what's going on. That's why I record and have evidence. But there's some things that I couldn't even record because it just happened so fast. I didn't even have a camera. So pull your cameras out when you get out there. Get a watch. Apple, please put a camera on here. We need to have cameras on here. Please, we need to have the cameras because it's dangerous. People think we're recording. We don't want them to. If you really want your business I know you think that your business is so big that there's nothing that could happen, but you never know what could happen. That's why God sends people like us, like secret shoppers, so we can talk to you guys. Because when we rise as business owners, we want to understand that I'm not here to try to just take your money. I'm here to work with you. We're here business. We're partners. If you want to be partners, we don't have to be partners, but we don't want to be enemies. We're a family. Let's break bread. Let's eat together. You know? I'm telling you this because God cares about you and I care about you. And if God wants to also find out if you care. God wants to find out if you care too. Because if you care, then you will make a difference. You will fire them. You will investigate. You will find out. If I'm doing wrong, then I'm sorry. But make sure you write the note and make sure that we all see those notes. Make sure that people are not only smiling when they see somebody in a suit. They're smiling at even the worst, even the poorest roach that walks in that building. All right, we don't like roaches. We rebuke roaches. But make sure that they're doing their best job. All right, guys, that's enough for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, my husband, my everything. I'm so sorry for all the guys I've ever been with, which I don't want to be with anymore. But Lord, love of my life, God, Jehovah Jireh, thank you for giving me the strength to even release this message. I pray that these people don't beat me up or be mad at me. They can understand that this is a message of love and truth, hopefully of all truth, and that they may respond with love as well. All right, guys, deuces.
I love them.